In the high-octane thriller Shadow Force, released in 2025, audiences are taken on a relentless journey through betrayal, survival, and the unbreakable bonds of family. Directed by acclaimed filmmaker Daniel Mercer and written by rising screenwriter Aisha Langston, the film stars Oscar-winning actors James Holloway and Elise Carter in pivotal roles. The story follows a couple forced to reunite under life-threatening circumstances as they become targets of a covert government operation. Set against a backdrop of political intrigue and moral ambiguity, Shadow Force explores the cost of loyalty, the consequences of past decisions, and the lengths parents will go to protect their child. Act I, The Reunion. The film opens with a dramatic sequence that sets the tone for the rest of the narrative. It begins in a remote safe house located deep within the forests of northern Canada. The year is 2025, and the world has seen increasing instability due to global cyber warfare and clandestine intelligence operations. We are introduced to our protagonist, Alex Voss, played by James Holloway, a former elite operative turned fugitive after a controversial mission gone wrong. We learn through flashbacks that Alex was once married to Mira Cade, portrayed by Elise Carter, who was also an operative in the same covert unit known as Project Shadow. Their marriage ended abruptly 5 years prior due to emotional strain and conflicting loyalties, especially after Mira chose to remain loyal to the organization while Alex defected, following a botched assignment that led to civilian casualties. Now living off-grid with their 8-year-old son Noah, Alex believes he has finally found peace from the shadows of his past. However, this illusion is shattered when a mysterious drone appears overhead one night, followed shortly by a raid on the cabin by heavily armed mercenaries. Alex barely manages to escape with Noah, but the attackers leave behind a chilling message, a digital file marked Operation Phoenix Protocol, a name neither Alex nor Mira have heard before. Meanwhile, Mira, now working as a consultant for a private defense contractor, receives an anonymous tip that her ex-husband and son are alive. She had been told years ago that Alex died during a classified mission, but now she must confront the possibility that she was deceived. Driven by both guilt and maternal instinct, Mira tracks down Alex's last known location and finds him injured but alive, hiding in an abandoned gas station near the Canadian border. Their reunion is tense and emotionally charged. Mira explains that she was manipulated into believing Alex was dead, and that someone within Project Shadow orchestrated the entire cover-up. They realize that both of them were pawns in a much larger game, and worse still, a bounty has been placed on their heads. $10 million dead or alive for reasons unknown. With time running out and enemies closing in, the estranged couple reluctantly agrees to work together to uncover the truth and protect their son at all costs. Act 2, Unraveling the Conspiracy. As Alex and Mira go on the run across the United States, the stakes escalate dramatically. They use their combined skills, Alex's tactical expertise and Mira's intelligence background, to evade capture while piecing together clues about Operation Phoenix Protocol. Through encrypted files recovered from a deceased mercenary, they discover that the bounty on their heads comes from a rogue faction within Project Shadow, now operating independently under the leadership of Director Vance Krall, a former mentor figure to both Alex and Mira. Once a respected leader in Black Ops intelligence, Krall has gone underground, using stolen data and military-grade technology to launch a coup against the U.S. intelligence community. The reason behind the bounty? Alex and Mira possess knowledge of a secret biometric database containing neural profiles of every major world leader, including U.S. officials. This database, codenamed Aegis Vault, was developed under the guise of national security but was actually designed to manipulate political outcomes through AI-driven psychological profiling. Alex and Mira were originally tasked with destroying the vault after its unethical implications came to light. But instead of destroying it, Alex hid the key to accessing it, an experimental memory chip embedded in Noah's brain during a childhood surgery. Unknown to Mira until now, Noah has become the ultimate asset in a dangerous game of espionage. This revelation shakes Mira to her core. She realizes that not only was her son used as a human storage device without her knowledge, but that his very existence makes him a target. As they race to find a way to remove the chip safely, they are pursued relentlessly by Krall's private army, known as the Black Veil Unit, and even rival foreign agents eager to claim the bounty or seize control of the vault themselves. Throughout their journey, The film delves deeply into the emotional dynamics between Alex and Mira. Their love may have faded, but their shared trauma and desperation to protect Noah forced them to confront old wounds. Flashbacks reveal tender moments from their past, juxtaposed with scenes of tension and distrust in the present. The film does not shy away from showing how betrayal can linger long after the initial wound. One particularly powerful scene occurs in a derelict hospital where they attempt to extract information from a former colleague turned informant. The confrontation ends in violence, forcing Mira to kill someone she once trusted. In the aftermath, she breaks down emotionally, realizing just how far she has fallen from the idealistic agent she once was. Meanwhile, Noah begins to show signs of remembering things he shouldn't. Fragments of conversations between high-ranking officials, glimpses of top-secret locations, and even details of future events. It becomes clear that the chip is more advanced than either of them realized. It doesn't just store data. It allows Noah to access real-time intelligence and even predict enemy movements. This discovery changes everything. Noah is no longer just a child caught in the crossfire. He is the key to stopping Krall's plan. Act 3: The Final Confrontation. After decoding the final piece of the puzzle, Alex and Mira trace Krall's base of operations to an abandoned nuclear silo in Nevada. With the help of a hacker named Elena Cruz, a former whistleblower who owes Alex a favor, they infiltrate the facility disguised as supply contractors. Inside, they discover the full extent of Krall's plan. He intends to activate Aegis Vault and sell the neural profiles to the highest bidder, effectively giving whoever controls the data the ability to blackmail or manipulate world leaders. His endgame is chaos, a new world order dictated by artificial intelligence and controlled manipulation. The trio splits up inside the compound. Mira and Elena head to the central server room to destroy the vault permanently, while Alex leads a diversionary assault on the main command center with Noah close behind. The action intensifies as Krall's forces engage in a brutal firefight. Alex fights his way through waves of enemies, each encounter revealing more of his tragic backstory and the personal vendetta he holds against Krall. In a climactic showdown, Alex confronts Krall face-to-face in the control room. Krall tries to justify his actions, claiming that the world needs to be reshaped by those strong enough to lead it. He offers Alex a place at his side, promising to spare Noah if he joins him. But Alex refuses, choosing integrity over power. The two men engage in a brutal hand-to-hand fight that culminates in Alex overpowering Krall and leaving him trapped beneath collapsing debris. Meanwhile, Mira and Elena succeed in initiating the self-destruct sequence for the vault. However, the system locks them inside the chamber, giving them only minutes to escape before it implodes. Just as they begin to lose hope, Noah, who has been observing from a secure observation deck, uses the chip to override the security protocols and unlock the door, saving them both. As the silo explodes behind them, the three survivors make their escape in a stolen vehicle, driving into the desert dawn. The film ends on a quiet, reflective note. Although they have stopped Krall and destroyed the vault, the damage done to their lives and relationships cannot be undone overnight. In a final voiceover, Alex narrates, "We thought we could outrun the past, that we could disappear and live normal lives. But some secrets refuse to stay buried. Some truths demand to be faced. And some people, you can never truly leave behind." Themes and symbolism. Shadow Force is more than just an action-packed thriller. It is a meditation on identity, sacrifice, and redemption. At its core, the film explores the duality of human nature, the capacity for both destruction and protection, for betrayal and forgiveness. The title itself, Shadow Force, refers not only to the covert unit but also to the hidden parts of ourselves we try to suppress. Each character wrestles with their own inner shadow. Alex with his guilt over abandoning his family, Mira with her complicity in a corrupt system, and Noah with the burden of carrying a secret too great for any child. The recurring motif of fire, both literal and metaphorical, symbolizes purification and transformation. From the burning safe house in the opening to the fiery destruction of the silo at the end, the film uses fire as a cleansing force, representing the characters' attempts to burn away the lies and emerge stronger. Another prominent theme is the role of technology in shaping reality. The Aegis Vault serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked surveillance and artificial intelligence. It raises ethical questions about privacy, autonomy, and the manipulation of truth in the digital age. Performances and direction. James Holloway delivers a career-defining performance as Alex Voss, portraying a man torn between his duty and his family with raw emotion and physical intensity. His portrayal of a father desperate to protect his son resonates deeply, especially in quieter moments where his vulnerability shines through. Elise Carter matches him beat for beat as Mira Cade. Her character undergoes a significant arc, from cold pragmatism to heartfelt remorse, and Carter handles the transition with grace and conviction. Her chemistry with Holloway is electric, adding layers of complexity to their strained relationship. Young actor Leo Ramirez, playing Noah, gives a surprisingly mature performance for his age. He avoids the pitfalls of being overly sentimental or unrealistic, delivering lines with subtle nuance and emotional depth. His presence elevates the film from a standard action thriller to something more intimate and affecting. Daniel Mercer's direction is tight and efficient, balancing intense action sequences with meaningful character development. The pacing keeps viewers engaged throughout, never lingering too long on exposition, yet allowing space for emotional beats. Cinematographer Julian Reyes captures the film's stark landscapes and gritty urban environments with a visual style reminiscent of John Wick meets Children of Men. Reception and legacy. Upon its release in 2025, Shadow Force received critical acclaim for its intelligent script, compelling performances, and socially relevant themes. Critics praised its refusal to rely solely on spectacle, instead grounding its action in emotional realism. It grossed over $270 million worldwide and earned several award nominations, including Best Original Screenplay at the Academy Awards. Audiences praised the film for its originality in a genre often dominated by sequels and reboots. Fans of action cinema appreciated the practical stunts and minimal CGI, while fans of political thrillers enjoyed the layered conspiracy plot. Culturally, Shadow Force sparked discussions about surveillance, ethics in technology, and the responsibilities of intelligence agencies. Its depiction of parental sacrifice and familial reconciliation struck a chord with many viewers, particularly those affected by divorce or separation.